Anybody else? Any questions they'd like to ask? Any kind of question. Whatever you're curious about. So one thing that you mentioned that you felt after practicing for some time in Europe, you felt that you really needed to do a long retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like so in Korea we do these 3-month retreats. So what do you feel were kind of the benefits of actually doing a long retreat as opposed to the kind of shorter retreats that you were doing all along? Why was it so important to do a long retreat?
Well, basically, I think when you practice like we usually do, like, I don't know, you come here twice a week maybe, yeah, or once a week, and I'm pretty sure that like most part of this meditation you spend just on trying to calm down. Yeah, so basically every time you start, it's like you start from zero. Yeah, so maybe with time it gets a little deeper, but still, because when we're so busy in like everyday life, it's very difficult to kind of deepen this meditation. But when you go for long-term retreat, like 3 months, you only do this. There's basically nothing else to do. You just eat, sleep, and sit, or chant. And at the beginning, at least in my experience, when I was at first culture and first retreat, like I felt that actually I have much more thinking than before during like short retreats, short meditation. It was like overwhelming sometimes, but when it was finished, I really felt that like my practice has changed strongly, that it's kind of just became completely kind of very different level. Just there's some kind of
depth to it?
Yeah, some kind of depth, or something that doesn't move anymore. Like before it was kind of like up and down, but after this retreat I really felt that there is some kind of core that doesn't go away anymore. Like, and you don't have to make that much effort to come back to it. It's like already there, and it stays. And yeah, the more you do like the retreats like this, the more you feel it, actually. Like just kind of the level of your meditation, it really changes. And not only meditation, basically you feel this kind of all the time. So you just discover something unmovable in yourself. Like your mind doesn't jump around that much, and it's something very stable.
Everybody seems to be nodding in agreement.
Well, then you guys have to come to Musangsa for culture.
Anybody else? Some question? Any kind of question, you know.
Basically, actually, yeah, one more big difference maybe was after culture, that before, yeah, you teach meditation, and also because like in Soto we were kind of supposed to transmit the teaching of our teacher, but it doesn't mean that you basically have experienced everything that he had experienced. So sometimes you just say the words, but you don't have this experience that correlates to these words. But after actually the first culture, when I came back, actually many people told me that something changed, like in the way you talk, that you can feel that you talk from the experience, not just repeating somebody else's teaching words.